Destiny 2 has been officially announced and is set to release on September 8th of this year. It's shaping up to be one of the biggest game launches of 2017, and there is a lot to get excited about. So here is everything we know about the game, as well as a few things you might have overlooked. Destiny 2 will be launching on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. We will get our first look at gameplay during a live stream on May 18th, hosted by Bungie, which I'm sure we're going to be analysing for you here at Curse. If you're wondering when you can test the game out for yourself, there will be a beta open to the public sometime this summer. Everyone will be able to access the beta, but if you want to get in early, you're going to need to pre-order the game. There is an expansion pass available. This works just like a season pass you might get in other games. It will give you access to the first 2 expansions for a reduced price by bundling them together. We don't have specifics on the expansions yet, but the first looks to be themed around Osiris, the legendary warlock who was exiled from the city, and the second is most likely going to revolve around Rasputin, an artificial intelligence of great power and knowledge. Both expansions will probably follow a similar pattern as the original game, bringing with them new story missions as well as strikes, which are basically dungeons, raids, which are complex dungeons, and some PvP maps and game modes. They also included new weapons and armour, but these were accessible to all players regardless of whether they bought the expansion or not. Another thing to note is just like the original Destiny, Destiny 2 will have a timed exclusivity deal with Sony. This means that PlayStation 4 players will gain access to certain things at launch that are not available on PC or Xbox. Then in the fall of 2018 they can be released on all systems. What this deal will include yet isn't known, but for Destiny 1 it included certain weapons and armours, PvP maps and strikes. Expansions also contained things that were part of the exclusivity deal. Another commonly asked question is whether any of your progress from Destiny 1 will transfer over. The short answer is no.
Everything is gone. Your stuff, my stuff, most importantly, my stuff.
However, if you did complete the core story of the first game and hit level 20, you'll be able to carry your appearance across, and I would expect some kind of nod to the players of the first game, maybe an emblem or something similar. One of the goals for Destiny 2 is to create what they're calling a great cinematic story, and after the issues with the original game's core story, they have quite a lot to prove.
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Bungie have managed to create charismatic and iconic characters in the past, and as far as we have seen, things for Destiny 2 are looking a lot better. Nathan Fillion's character Cade 6 was a fan favourite from the first game, who was expanded upon post-release. So far, he has been featured heavily in the promotional material for the game, and I would expect this to be a sign that Bungie are putting a lot of work into the characters and story this time around. Quite a cool fact, Fillion is a long-time friend to Bungie, having voiced characters for the Halo series. And in Destiny, he's also joined by fellow Firefly co-star Gina Torres.
That was inspiring.
The official story for the core game is that humanity's last safe city has fallen to the Red Legion, an overwhelming invasion force led by Ghoul.
Gary!
He has stripped the city's guardians of their power and forced the survivors to flee. You will venture out into the solar system to discover an arsenal of weapons and devastating new combat abilities. To defeat the Red Legion and confront Ghoul, you must reunite humanity's scattered heroes and stand together and fight back to reclaim our home. So that's everything we know about Destiny 2, but we'll be keeping up to date with all the latest developments and bringing that information to you both here and at destiny.gamepedia.com. As always, this is James for Curse saying thank you for watching and enjoy the game.